So good morning, dear children. So again we are here, and we have already done our virtual classes today. And so without wasting any more time, I would like to start the class. So we have already discussed today what in the virtual class about division. Where do you need it? What is the use of that in your real life? How can you relate this division in your everyday life? So you got the idea of division, and you have also learned how we divide a 5-digit number with a single digit number. So now we are going to learn there is a method to check the correctness of your division. So how you are going to know that your division is correct or not? Okay. So there is a way to check the correctness of your division. So let me take a number first. Suppose I am writing a 5-digit number 21809, and then I am dividing with a single digit number 4. So let me start the division. As you already know how to divide the number. So 4 times 5 is 20. Then in subtraction 1 and 0 I get a 1. I bring the 8 down, it becomes 18. So 4 times 4 is 16. So now I am not going details with the division process because I have already explained you in the virtual classes. So 8 and 6 I get a 2. Then I bring the 0 down. 4 times 5 is 20. Then I bring the 9 down. So 4 times 2 is 8. And I get the remainder is 1. So what is my quotient now? Your quotient is the answer that you got, 5452. And what is the remainder? Your remainder is 1. What is your divisor? Your divisor is 4. And what is your divider? So let me erase the division part. Your dividend was 21809. So these were the four terms, 4 numbers, 4 answers that you these are the 4 terms that are related to your division: quotient, remainder, divisor and the dividend. Okay, so we are going to use these 4 numbers to check the correctness of our division. So how to do that? We are going to use a formula. There is a method to do it. So the method is, your dividend should be always equals to divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder. So this is the thing you need to remember. You need to see that whenever you multiply a divisor with the quotient and then if you add it with the remainder, your answer should always be matched with the dividend. If you get your answer of this part equal to the answer of the dividend, then your answer is correct. That means your division is correct. So let us check it. How much is your divisor? Your divisor was 4. And how much is your quotient? 5452. And your remainder was 1. So we are going to add this, we are going to multiply these two numbers. There is addition sign, there is a multiplication sign. So always remember, we do multiplication first and then we add it. Okay, so we are going to add these two numbers. So 5452 multiplied with 4. So I get 2 times 4 is 8. 5 times 4 is 20. 2 is carried over. 4 times 4 is 16. Then 2 more, 18. 1 is carried over. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 plus 1 is 21. So I got 21808 after multiplying these two numbers. So this part is done. So what is left? We have to add a 1 to it. So let me add the 1 to it. 8 plus 1 is 9. 0812. So now you match this answer with your dividend. What was your dividend? Your dividend was 21809. So is it matching? Yes, it's matching. So since it's matching, so what can we say now? That means our division is correct. So we can say that our division is correct. So this is the method to check the correctness of your division. Okay? So I'm just repeating it once more. The first thing is that you have to use this. Dividend is equals to divisor multiplied by quotient plus the remainder. So if you multiply the divisor and the quotient and then add it with the remainder, your answer should match with the dividend. So if it matches, that means your division is correct. And also there is one more thing you need to remember, that your remainder should always be less than the divisor. You can see what is the remainder, it's 1. What is the divisor, it's 4. So your remainder is lesser than the divisor, so that means your sum is correct. So this is another way. That means these are the two ways you need to remember to check the correctness of division. If sometimes you get the remainder bigger than your divisor, then that means your sum is incorrect. By looking at the remainder and divisor only, we can find out that whether a little part is correct or not. And after that, by doing this process, we will get to we will get to know that whether our whole sum is correct or not. Okay. So now after I did this part, I'll give you some classworks also. I'll give you some since your unit test is going on, so no homeworks will be given to you all. So I will give you some sums to do now in the class after hearing the recorded one, so that you can remember what is the process and all. Okay, dear children. So you can see page number 65. Train my brain part is there. I think everybody can see that, train my brain part. So that will be your classwork now. Okay, so train my brain part. Today you have already done this in your virtual classes, but we have not done the checking part. So your classwork will be to check these answers, to show the correctness of the division. Okay, it's in page number 65. It's in page number 65. You can see 3 questions are there, A, B and C. So you have to just, what you have to do, you have already done the division in the virtual class. And if some sum was left, you can do it right now. And also you can use the correctness method to check the correctness of your sum. The way we have just now done, follow the same process and do the correctness of the sum. And if your answer matches with the dividend, you can write there correct. So I hope it's clear to you all. So in our next class, we will also discuss a little more on the word problems, and we will also do some sums from the workbook part. Okay children, thank you.